Okay, today we're going to make a quick sourdough starter. Now, sourdough starter is usually made to make sourdough bread. Now, the first thing we're going to need is about 4 cups of regular flour. Now, you don't want to use self-rising flour or anything like that. Just good old-fashioned flour usually does the trick. I know a lot of people use whole wheat flour and this, that, and the other, but just need something for the yeast to grow in. Now, next thing we're going to do is we're going to add an equal part of water. So we add 4 cups of the flour. So I'm going to add 4 cups of just normal spring water. Now we don't want to use the hot water or anything because we want the yeast to work slowly. Now one thing I tell everyone to remember is that when you mix this in a jar, you want to make sure that your jar is very clean. That's usually the mistake people make when they're doing their sourdough starter. Also, you always want to remember that when you're doing your sourdough starter, if it ever turns brown or pink, you have to throw it away and start again. That's a sign that it's gone bad on you. So first off, let me stir this flour and water together. Get it all stirred up kind of halfway good in here. And to the flour and water, first off, I'm going to add about a teaspoon of salt. And then I'm going to also add about 2.5 tablespoons of what we call country syrup, which is half molasses, half cane syrup. It gives it a little bit of kick and something for the yeast to eat. Now once I get all that stirred in, I'm going to put in just a little bit of starter yeast. Just something to get it going. Now once we do that, as time goes by, the natural yeast will take over. But this is a good starter base, especially if you're planning on making bread in the next couple of days. You'll want to do this. It usually takes 3 to 4 to 5 days for actual sourdough starter to get started. So we want to get it started now. We want to make sure it's going to work because we plan to cook some bread about Friday. So let's just close the top loosely, leave a little bit for the air to get out, but not enough for the fruit flies and things like that to get in. And we're going to set this on a warm spot by the stove, and we'll come back and take another look at it tomorrow.